Greetings! I am Herbert Erpaderp, and the time for the asking of the Herbert Erpaderp is once again here. Because tomorrow, the 26th, is Australia Day, you can endure some World of Tanks AC-1 Sentinel gameplay videos as a background. Also, I'm going to pretend I deliberately did the 26th episode of Ask a Herbert Erpaderp the day before Australia Day. People will believe that, right? No. Okay. I don't really have any plans to celebrate Australia Day. I'm not an especially nationalistic kind of guy. For me, it was mostly a good excuse to make videos relating to the Sentinel tank and chuckle about its phallic machine gun covering. Dicks. That's plenty Australian if you ask me. Anyway, let's get to some comments. Toa Duncanuva says, "Hey Herbert, just a quick thing, I have a video up on my channel which has all my models. Should be up some point this week. Anyway, have you seen any World of Tanks kit sets in your hobby shops? I will have to check your videos out once I get a chance. I have seen World of Tanks kits in local hobby shops. In fact, I bought one. I got the T-34-85. I haven't built it yet and I do plan to do a video on it. It looks as though it's a decent enough kit. Being that the plastic is by Deley, there's no reason to doubt that, but we'll see when I do eventually build it up." Ken Young says, "Thanks for the thank you card in the snail mail, Mr. Erpaderp. People should jump on Patreon and give you some love to get some of that Herbert's card love too. Keep the content coming. Always enjoy it. Might catch you on World of Tanks Asia server someday. I'm on there occasionally." Hey, no problem, Ken. I'm glad you like it. I totally agree. Everyone should get on Patreon and get cards. I'm totally not biased there at all. Not even a little bit. Of course, people aren't obligated to support on Patreon at all, but I do very much appreciate those who choose to do so. If you or anyone see me on the Asia server, feel free to send a message and say hello. I've not been playing a lot of World of Tanks lately, but do say hello if you see me on. Top Bunk Productions says, "For bolt action, I really want to make a bunch of German troops with red helmets. The Rothelm, pronounced Rothelm. I read it right the first time, haha. They'll be strike troops that charge at defences and perfectly capture my reckless playstyle." I quite like that idea. I'm pretty sure the stereotypical German helmet with the spike on top wasn't used in World War II, but that's what I imagine this kind of infantry would wear. It's a great idea no matter what shape helmets they wear though. Do share pictures when they're done. Khalid Fadlan H says, 13 minutes 20 seconds. Damn Herbert, you are such a brave stug. Hehe. Brave, stupid. The difference between them is a very fine line. Orange Stug is both brave and stupid. Potato Inc says, "If you like RTS games, you should play Company of Heroes. It's a lot of fun and is also World War II. This is yet another game that has just been sitting in my Steam library for a while. Apparently I have 2 hours played, but I don't remember playing it. I was actually thinking I should give it a play soon though, so I will do so. Related, I played a little bit of Men of War Assault Squad 2 last night. It did have some amusing moments, but I didn't really enjoy it that much, mostly because I had no idea what I was doing. That's kind of normal really, at least for me, but most games you can get by and have fun just by blundering around for a bit. Men of War is a bit more complex than that. There was a bunch of stuff the game was telling me to do that I had no idea how to do, and there was a bunch of things I wanted to try and do, but just couldn't work out. The game has no tutorial, or I would have tried that first. I did quickly Google about it, but I didn't find much beyond video game elitists whining about casuals not knowing how to play, and I lost interest pretty quick. Hopefully Company of Heroes is a little bit better." Martin Strickfus says, "Gee Herbert, a Minecraft server sounds awesome. Surely 5 players wouldn't be enough though. Did you ever play WoW, and if so, which faction?" I do think 5 players would likely be too few, maybe not all of the time, but it would probably be a problem every now and then. It's probably a better idea all around to use a server I don't have to run anyway because I'm lazy. And I've never played WoW. It only appealed to me a little bit back in the olden days when it was getting popular, but not enough for me to actually play it. I'd heard a lot of people saying what a time sink it was and I wanted to avoid that. Then I went and started playing EVE, which was just as big a time sink. Though the good thing with EVE was that you didn't need to be logged in to continue leveling up, so I did go days without being logged in and still made progress. Pretty sure you can't do that with WoW. So no, I never played WoW. If I did, I think I would choose the Horde, because humans are less interesting. Lego World War II buff says, "Hey Herbert, nice Stug. Why is this Stug an orange-red colour? What is it, like a fire Stug that does work in Die Deutsch Heeresfeuerwerfer?" Yup, It translates into the German fire department, I think. Also, enjoy pronouncing that. I did enjoy it. Was it a vehicle you bought or just a skin? I don't really know much about War Thunder, but would like to know about that wacky Stug. Also, what about Warlord's new mouse tank? I think it looks awesome, and would like to purchase it. It seems cheaper than the other mouse. I can't remember the company's name, but it was like 50 euros. That's like $100 Canadian. Anyways, I'm rambling. Have a good one. Nothing so fancy as a fire Stug, but that would be pretty entertaining. I think Stug is more likely to start fires than put them out, or catch fire itself. This tank is just a regular old Stug 3A. I used some of the decals the game gives you and made them as big as I could to use them kind of like paint. I did see Warlord's new mouse. For a brief moment, I had hoped they were releasing one in plastic. It's resin and metal, but I would still rather like one. I think it's actually about the same price as the mouse from Blitzkrieg Miniatures, and I've been thinking of buying theirs for a while. I'm actually curious to see what Warlord's offering looks like from someone other than Warlord before I buy it. It is a lot of money. I think I will get it eventually, though maybe I'll get the Blitzkrieg one instead. It's a tough decision, both of them look like really cool models. On the Cities Skylines video I uploaded last week, the big boy says, "I might consider moving here." Yes, come, is lovely town, River Derp best in world. I would like to imagine that Derptopia's tourism guy would be a really dodgy guy with a bad accent. Is good place, you come, you stay, is no problem. Gustav 2 Adolf says, "Some general Derptopian praise. That sewer joke never gets old." A few questions. Are you absolutely certain you're an adult? Are you a human? Do Erpaderps age over time? Everyone likes toilet humour. I am reasonably certain that I'm an adult. If not, well, I'm convincing enough that they let me drive a car anyway. Am I human? Maybe? I don't think so though. Do Erpaderps age over time? Yes, but we can never die. I'm not sure if this is a bad thing yet. The second of my Summer Car videos was uploaded on Thursday. The following comments are from that video. Gustav 2 Adolf says, "You'll probably end up bleeding to death from a paper cut whilst attempting to pick up that envelope. Also, your spark plug is on top of the bumper." What a way to die that would be. Could be worse, I guess, but no, probably couldn't really be worse. I'd prefer to die in an explosion. You are right, the spark plug was on top of the bumper, and I walked right past it way too many times. I did eventually find it though. That'll be in the next episode. I guess that's kind of a spoiler. I hope nobody's upset by that. I don't think anybody will be. I was a little bit annoyed that I'd missed it so many times, but mostly amused. Seahorn Actual says, "I'm pretty sure this is turning into a Finnish soap opera. I've become invested in the life of this man and his never-ending quest to build his dream car. Is it good? No. Will I tune in next week to continue the saga? Of course." I have bad news. The third episode won't be this week. I've been lazy with the editing. Or rather, I've made other stuff instead. But soon. Soon. Either way, it's at least slightly better than a regular soap opera. Pug says, "I'm Finnish, so am I Finlandy?" You certainly are. Very, very Finlandy. Top Bunk Productions says, "My god, these people can easily make a scale modelling simulator. They already nailed the time required to build something and the frustration of losing small parts." Depending on how you look at it, it's already kind of a model simulator. Maybe not. You're right in a way though. I'm assuming I will gain at least some level of satisfaction upon completing the car. Probably nowhere near the satisfaction I get from finishing a model, but still, it's kind of the same thing. Maybe losing small model parts is more frustrating though. There's no way to just reload those. On Sunday, I uploaded a War Thunder video in which I played the orange Stug mentioned in an earlier comment. Link to that video in the card in the upper right and in the description. Martin Strickfus says, "Who let the Stugs out?" Who? And your next painting challenge is? It wasn't me. I would never let the Stugs out. Okay, maybe it was me. That's actually a good idea. It would be fun to paint an orange Stug. It would definitely have to be the same kind of stug as in the game though, and I don't have one of those yet. It's going to be cool when I eventually do it though. Boar Harms says, here's a challenge, get tank kills in the Gepard. I don't know if it's possible, but it would be funny. I've played the Gepard before and I do remember getting tank kills in it, but I could obviously just be remembering wrong. Either way, challenge accepted. It could take a while, but eventually I'll kill a tank or die trying. Actually, it's likely I'll die many times while trying. It'll be a video at some point anyway though. Gustav 2 Adolf says, Flak Panzer 1 bitte, play this. I should probably read that as Flak Panzer 1 bitte. Spiel, I don't know what the word for this is. I'm pretty sure Spiel is play. I know German-ish. Anyway, okay, I will. I do remember quite enjoying that little beastie. Maybe I can try to get tank kills in it too, like the Gepard. Top Bunk Productions says, how about playing the LVT-A1? Let's see how you rock that Schwimmpanzer. Okay, I didn't even notice that vehicle. It must have been a new addition since the last time I played. Does it really float? I'll find out. For science. Martin Strickfus says, for my vote I want a Pink Panther, doing mad jumps. It's going to be a while before I can even drive a Panther at all, and if I can find pink decals to colour it with, yeah, I will definitely do that. Mad jumps, definitely. I'll also do happy jumps too. Maybe even sad jumps. It'll depend on how I feel. The Fungineer says, Hetzer's gonna Hetz. It's absolutely true. I'm a bit disappointed by how long it's going to take me to get the Hetzer in War Thunder, but when I do, there will be so much hetzing. Monday's miniatures video was the Panzer IV in 15mm scale by Zvezda. The comments that follow were from that video. Top Bunk Productions says, haha, Panzer D. I'm surprised you were mature enough to miss this innuendo. When gaming with this thing, many funny phrases shall ensue. Go eat a D. That enemy's position is a pain in the D. Aw man, it totally didn't dawn on me. I'm disappointed in myself. Is it too late to go back and edit the video? Next time. Dicks. Dicks are always funny. In my defense, the D isn't really a phrase I use a lot. Still, I bring great shame on Famery. Yet another scout says, by any chance are you planning on getting the 15mm Stug by Zvezda? It would be perfect to build the orange Stug. I had not planned to get that specific kit. I don't have any 15mm scale Stugs yet, though I should definitely get at least one. I would like to get the Zvezda model and the Plastic Soldier Company kit and compare them. Orange Stug or no. Definitely a good idea. It looks like it will be a great starting point for an orange Stug. Lennart Hook says, nice build. Maybe you could try other 15mm tanks from Zvezda to compare with the Plastic Soldier Company. I will do that. With the two previous Zvezda kits that I built, I didn't have any Plastic Soldier Company versions to compare with. If Plastic Soldier Company make a KV2, I will definitely compare it with both the Zvezda and Battlefront versions for sure. I do like comparing tanks from different manufacturers, so I try to do it whenever I can. Boar Harms says, it looks nice. I would have liked to see an option to mount a different gun. For example, the longer 75mm. It does look nice for what it is, and for the price, I can't complain. I agree. For the price, it's not too bad at all, but I too would like to see more options. It's no secret that I like a lot of options in my kits. This is where the Plastic Soldier Company usually wins over Zvezda, and quite often Battlefront. They usually just include so many options, and I rather like that. Will Sneath says, can you do a video about your fish? I can. His name is General Martok. I have actually tried to video him a few times, but he gets really angry when I get the camera near his tank. Like really angry. He deploys his beard and darts around all aggressive like. It's kind of cute, not scary at all like he thinks it is, but I think it might be kind of stressful to make him angry for too long. So I avoid putting the camera near his tank. I don't know what it is about the camera he doesn't like. That said, his tank is due for a proper clean out, so maybe I'll try to get some video of him when I do that. It might allow me to get a better picture at a distance with good lighting and such. Also, the tank will look nicer, which is a plus. So that's about it for this week. Much shorter than last week's episode. Good thing, it means I can turn my fan back on. It's really hot in here. Be thankful you can't see me because I am dripping in sweat. And it's quite gross. Time for a cold shower. If you have any questions you would like me to answer on next week's Ask a Herbert Erpaderp, leave them in the comments section below. Don't forget to do all the YouTubey things such as liking and subscribing if you like the stuff I do. And if you really like the videos I make, please consider helping to support the channel via Patreon. Patrons get to see my videos a little early along with some bonus patron-only content. And patrons who pledge $10 or more per month, like Ken Young mentioned earlier, will receive a thank you card in the snail mail. If you want to check that out, there's a link to my Patreon in the description and on screen now. As always, I shall return soon, so until then, happy whatever it is you're doing, and thanks for watching. Farewell.